back to Kansas City?
Yeah, well, man, it's, hard to say, but, for me personally, just what's at stake in terms of playoff contention and, how important this game is for us as a team, that's really what's at the front of my mind. Man, obviously that was an organization that gave me an opportunity to be a left tackle in this league and helped put me in position to be here. So there's no animosity, but, I'm super excited, man, just for everything that's at stake for us as a team.
You've watched Chris Jones wreck a lot of games. What was that like from your seat on the bench watching what he did in that AFC Championship game?
Yeah, man. Well, I also practice against him every day, so I've seen him wreck practices too. But special player, man. He'll be a Hall of Famer one day. He's amazing at what he does, and does a great job doing his job at a high level consistently. And so he's a guy, man, that we'll have to basically have all five set eyes on at one time.
So did you go good on good in practice, or was that you just talking about camp?
Yeah. Training camp. Not so much in season. Maybe earlier in season, but not so much in season. But training camp and OTAs.
What makes him so good on line?
Yeah.
Because you can line up anywhere.
Yeah. I think he's got an old school like body, man, just with his height and weight, and he's got a really good set of skills too. Using his hands, he's strong. It's different, most guys his size, they don't play the way he does. And he plays kind of high, too, but, it works out to his advantage.
What would it mean to go into KC and come back with a win, knowing that you're playing for everything in front of you?
Yeah, a lot, man, a lot. I would say that, honestly, if we were going to Seattle or San Francisco, wherever, this is, important time of year. And that's what makes these Bengals-Chiefs games so exciting and everything, just because, the time of year and what's at stake.
Is it going to be weird going back there and being a visitor this time around?
Man, I've been a visitor in the stadium before. I haven't been back since the banner's been up. I kind of want to see that. But other than that, man, I'm just excited to get out there with these guys, man. We've had a long year. Jake's doing his job, man, and there's a lot at stake. So I'm really just excited to get out there and have this opportunity to put us, in the playoffs, hopefully.
Their defense appears to have taken another step or two since you've been there this season.
Yep.
What stands out?
I think, man, just honestly, they're playing really hard. They're playing really well together. They've always had a really good scheme, and I think the DBs too, as well, man, are playing really well. And so when you got that combination, man, it makes it easier for the guys rushing up front. When you got 95, being his type of player he is, and the surrounding crew around him, and how well they do in coverage and mixing coverages up.
You said there's no animosity for you, but do you think you've got a little extra fire to you going up against him?
Yeah. Well, yeah, just as I said, everything that's at stake, this is going to be like playoff-like atmosphere. And so, man, it doesn't matter who we play in this time of year. I'm excited. So, that's the best way I can put it for you.
Did you face Chris when you were in Baltimore?
I did, yeah. Yep. We faced him. But he at the time, he wasn't really playing outside much, just really all through technique. So.
What do you remember about his performance in that game against the Bengals? In that championship game. People were talking about it forever. What sticks out to you?
Yeah, well, just because you take it back to 2021, the AFC Championship that Bengals won, he was really disappointed in his effort and all of those things. And so he took that off season and that season really seriously last year for that moment and opportunity. And as far as the bigs go, the line of scrimmage, we didn't play well. The first time we played here in Cincinnati last year. And so, man, it was a really big game for him going into that AFC Championship, just kind of, as I said, man, everything that was at stake and, the previous years.
How do you prevent him doing what he did on the last third down?
Yeah.
How do you prevent him from doing it?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, try to stay out of that situation. And then, outside of that, when that opportunity does arise, may the tougher man win. So, yep.
You know what a grind this season is and how physical the sport is. What kind of a point of pride is it for you guys that all five of you have started every single game this year? That doesn't happen very often.
It doesn't, man. We're very blessed to have a great room that we have, and we got a lot of tough guys because not everyone has been healthy every single game. And when you've got the camaraderie that we have and the toughness in our room, good things happen. And so, that starts with Frank and his approach on a daily, how he is, and from there, I think Zach and Callahan have done an amazing job putting us in great position as well. Which makes it a lot easier on us. And when you got Jake playing the way he's playing, man, when 9 comes out, everything goes hand in hand.
You're in a position to essentially play your way into the playoffs. Does that add pressure? Does that take the pressure off, knowing it's as simple as going out there and winning? What does it?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, man, I kind of look at it, man, like we really don't have much to lose, in my opinion. You know what I mean? This is, you know, a unique situation where our starting quarterback, our franchise guy, has been out for a while, and we're playing with Jake Browning, and so he's been able to come out and be a great quarterback. You know what I mean? Throughout, you know, his few starts that he has this year, and so, I mean, man, I think, you know, the pressure isn't really on us; it's on these other teams. You know what I mean? We don't really have a lot to lose, you could say.
You've never been in this situation.
When you see Joe Burrow injured but still on the sidelines with a headset, with an iPad, helping his teammates, what kind of message does that send?
I mean, man, it just lets you know the type of guy he is, and you know how much he loves the game. And you know, we all still, you know, could talk to him in those situations and kind of feed off his energy, if that makes sense. So it's good to see him out there.
I don't think you've ever been in this situation where you've had to grind in the last 2 weeks to make the playoffs, right?
Yeah, my rookie year, I think is a weird situation. I think Lamar took over late, and then, man, I want to say the worst record I've had since I've been in the league is 11-6 in 2020. But yeah, oh man, it seems like the season just gets longer every year. I don't know, it's crazy.
Maybe when you got to grind. I mean, I guess this is you've never really had to grind like this to get in. I guess to worry about who.
Yeah, man.
Depending on somebody else.
Yeah, no, man. I mean, you're probably right about that. Yeah.
Does it feel weird?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different. You know, I'm spoiled in the football world, man. I've, you know, from all the wins and championships and accolades, personal accolades, I'm spoiled, man. So, but it's different. But it is what it is. So.